we got the axle rolled under, and now we're just loosely putting it on, putting the U-bolts on, tightening them up, or not tightening them, but just snugging them a little bit. So yeah, so we tightened up, or snugged up the U-bolts. Haven't torqued them or anything yet, but we just got them snug, and we're able to get that jack out. And I think it's gonna make my front end a little bit higher because these little tires are already like touching. So we'll see once we take the jack stands off the frame. So now, just gonna take these old crappy tires off. Then we're gonna hook the drive shaft up to the new pumpkin. We're just gonna replace both the brake calipers now too, but I won't go into detail on that because it's not really like a mandatory thing you need to do for the axle swap. It's just something that we kind of want to do. I'm just gonna throw the shocks back on now too, and I'm gonna put them in the other way actually. I'm gonna put them back in this way. I mean, shocks can go either way, but I'm gonna put them this way since I don't have shock boots, so grime and stuff doesn't collect on the top like it has been. So we got the new brake calipers on, new brake lines, and we kind of had to do a funky thing up here with the brake lines. They had like some weird stuff that we had to hook up, but whatever. And they're 89 F-350 brake lines because this axle's from an 89 F-350. Then we had to get 89 F-350 steering linkage as well. See it here. And then the dual steering stabilizer isn't gonna work on this probably, so we're gonna have to get a new steering stabilizer for it to go on the bottom. Then the brakes, new brake caliper over here, new brake line, and then it just hooked up normal over here. It's kind of weird factory, but yep. So we're gonna lift it up and put the tires on now, and then tighten up the U-bolts and take it for a little test drive. We got the tires on, wheels on, got them all torqued up. Alright, sorry I didn't get footage of this, but we had to get some 89 F-350 linkage because the other linkage does not work with the straight axle. So if you do get a straight axle, try to get the linkage with it. We weren't able to because the guy like sold the truck but like kept the axle, something weird like that. So try to get the linkage with it and then try to get the track bar because we had to buy a new linkage and buy a new track bar. And we got a track bar with a 4-inch drop, with a 4-inch lift in, and then it's adjustable as well. And then we're putting in the rough country steering stabilizer that we ordered because you have to get a different steering stabilizer. But we modified it. It's normally just a single, but we modified it and made an extra bracket here to be able to fit two instead of just the one, so we can still have the double stabilizer. Got that bolted on, and now we're gonna tighten all that up, and then we're gonna put the track bar on. So this is the bracket that holds the track bar, and it bolts up onto your cross member up here. There's already 3 holes that are on the cross member that match the bracket. So you just slide her up here. And get the bolts through. And then get all of them up there and tighten her up. Alright, we got her all tightened up back here. You can't see very good, but this is what it looks like from the back. So now we're going to put the bar on. So here's the track bar. Throwing it up in here, and then down here. There we go. So she's all in now. Set a bolter in there, and then bolter in. Sorry, right there. And it's adjustable, so when you go to get your truck aligned, they can adjust it pretty easily to get it good if you don't get it in just perfect. So that was actually a lot easier than we expected, because we thought we were gonna have to drill holes there for the bracket, but they already had them there, so that made life a lot easier. Taking it out for a test drive. Hopefully we won't get the death wobble going over 40 like we did last time. And it's still gonna need an alignment, but we're just gonna take it for a little drive and see how she does.
That's 2 mil.
That's 2-wheel drive.